The one thing to do when a man ignores you, it works every time. Have you ever found yourself in a situation where everything seemed perfect, laughing, connecting, feeling that undeniable spark, and then suddenly, he goes cold? Days pass, and you're left staring at your phone, wondering, what did I do wrong? The anxiety and uncertainty can be overwhelming, and that gut-wrenching feeling of being ignored can drive anyone mad. But what if I told you that his silence could actually be your secret weapon? Instead of panicking and chasing after him, there's a game-changing strategy you can employ that will flip the script and make him come running back. Curious about what this magic move is? Stay with me. By the end of this video, you'll not only understand why he might be pulling away, but you'll also have the exact tools to make him crave your attention like never before. Imagine him looking at you with that spark again, wondering what's changed. What if you could turn the tables and show him that his absence isn't creating a void in your life? Are you ready to regain your power and confidence? Let's dive into the top strategies that will not only help you navigate this tricky situation but also empower you to thrive, making you irresistible in his eyes. So, grab a snack, get comfy, and let's explore how to take control of your love life. 1. Surround yourself with male friends. Have you ever considered how the presence of other guys in your life can actually enhance your desirability? When a man sees you confidently interacting with male friends, it sends a strong message: you're not just available to him, but you're also desirable to others. This taps into his competitive instincts. He might start thinking, wait, if she's having fun with other guys, I need to step up my game. Imagine this scenario: you're out with your close male friends, laughing, sharing stories, and having a blast. How would he react if he saw you thriving socially? Would it ignite a spark of jealousy or curiosity? This isn't about intentionally making him jealous. It's about showcasing your vibrant life and the fact that you're in demand. It creates a dynamic where he feels the urgency to re-engage. Have you thought about how you present yourself in these social situations? Are you fully enjoying yourself, or are you holding back? The energy you project can make all the difference. When you're happy and engaged with others, it naturally draws people in. What if you made a conscious effort to expand your social circle? How might that shift your interactions with him? By surrounding yourself with supportive male friends, you're not just having fun, you're also subtly reminding him that you're someone worth pursuing. What's your strategy for making these connections? 2. Limit your availability. Let's talk about the power of availability. When he starts to ignore you, the instinct is often to wait around for his attention. But what if you turn that on its head? The truth is, when you make yourself too available, you can unintentionally diminish your perceived value. What happens when you start to pull back a bit? Consider this: by intentionally limiting your availability, you create a sense of scarcity that can make you more intriguing. Think about how valuable time feels when it's in short supply. When you're constantly there, he might take your presence for granted. However, when you step back and focus on your own life, your hobbies, your friends, your passions, he begins to notice the void. What if you started prioritizing your own time? How would that change the dynamic? When you reduce your availability, he might start wondering, what's different? Why isn't she reaching out? This curiosity can reignite his interest and prompt him to chase after you. Have you ever noticed how a little distance can create a sense of longing? It can make him realize what he has to lose. By setting boundaries and investing in yourself, you not only boost your own confidence but also spark his interest. Are you ready to take control of your own time and watch how that affects your relationship? 3. Catch him off guard with thoughtful gestures. Think back to the last time you surprised him with something unexpected. Surprising someone you care about can reignite feelings and bring excitement back into the relationship. What if you could use this to your advantage? A well-timed, thoughtful gesture can speak volumes and remind him of the connection you both share. Imagine planning a small surprise that reflects his interests. Maybe it's a book he's been wanting to read or an activity he loves, like a spontaneous outing to a concert or a local event. The goal here is to break the routine and show him you're still thinking about him, even when he's been distant. How do you think he would feel being reminded of why he was drawn to you in the first place? Those little gestures can spark joy and rekindle the flame. It's not just about the act itself, it's about the thought and care you put into it. Have you considered how these surprises can create stronger emotional bonds? Studies suggest that unexpected acts of kindness can boost emotional connections. What if you turned the tables and made him realize that he misses your thoughtfulness? By catching him off guard, you not only remind him of your connection but also show him that you're someone who values the relationship. Are you ready to reignite that spark? 4. Dress to impress. For yourself. When was the last time you wore something that made you feel absolutely fabulous? Your appearance is a powerful tool in your arsenal, especially when it comes to confidence. Dressing in a way that makes you feel attractive can change how you perceive yourself and how others perceive you, including him. Imagine walking into a room, feeling like $1,000,000. That confidence radiates energy that's hard for anyone to ignore. How does that change the way he looks at you? It's not just about impressing him, it's about embracing your own style and showing off the best version of yourself. Consider this: when you dress for yourself, not just for him, you send a message that you value your own happiness and self-worth. What's the effect of that on your interactions? When you feel confident in your appearance, it can translate into how you carry yourself and engage with others. Have you thought about the psychological impact of dressing well? Studies show that our attire can significantly influence our mood and behavior. How can you use that to your advantage? By choosing outfits that boost your confidence, you're not only elevating your self-esteem but also making a lasting impression. Are you ready to dress in a way that reflects your inner strength and makes you feel unstoppable? 5. Don't overcompensate with words. Have you ever found yourself talking excessively when feeling ignored? It's a common reaction, wanting to remind him of your worth and amazing qualities. But here's the catch: over-explaining or trying too hard can come across as needy and desperate. What if instead of filling the silence with words, you embraced the power of quiet confidence? Imagine this: you're in a conversation, and instead of overloading him with information about yourself, you let moments of silence linger. This creates an air of mystery and intrigue. What if he starts to wonder, what's going on with her? That curiosity can be more compelling than any words you might say. What's the beauty of keeping some mystery about you? It piques his interest and makes him want to know more. Think about how you can allow your actions to speak for themselves. Sometimes, less truly is more. Have you noticed how mystery can make someone irresistible? It draws people in and keeps them guessing. When you keep some things to yourself, you give him a chance to ask questions and engage more deeply. How can you master the art of silence to create that sense of allure? Are you ready to embrace this new approach and see how it shifts the dynamic? 6. Know your worth. Understanding your worth is foundational when it comes to relationships. How often do you find yourself doubting your value when someone ignores you? It's easy to internalize that behavior as a reflection of your self-worth, but that couldn't be further from the truth. Recognizing your value means setting standards for how you allow others to treat you. What if you began to view yourself as the prize? High-value individuals attract high-value partners. When you embody this mindset, you send a clear message: I deserve respect, love, and attention. Imagine how that shift in perspective could influence your interactions with him. Have you thought about how knowing your worth changes your behavior? When you genuinely believe you deserve the best, you stop tolerating disrespect or neglect. Instead, you start demanding the kind of treatment you know you deserve. What happens when he sees that you won't settle for less? It sends a powerful signal that you value yourself and expect the same from him. Are you ready to stand firm in your worth and watch how it transforms your relationships? 7. Act like you know your value. Knowing your worth is one thing, but acting on it is another. Confidence radiates energy that's irresistible. When you truly believe in your value, it changes how you interact with everyone, including him. What if your confidence is so evident that he can't help but take notice? Consider this: when you carry yourself with self-assurance, it sends a powerful message that you're not desperate for attention. You're a person who values herself and demands respect. How does this change the dynamic in your interactions? Have you thought about how confidence influences attraction? It can make you magnetic. When you embody this mindset, you set unspoken boundaries that he can't ignore. What if he sees you respecting yourself so much that he feels compelled to step up his game? How can you practice this confidence in your everyday life? It could be as simple as maintaining eye contact, using open body language, or engaging in conversations with self-assuredness. Are you ready to act like you know your value and watch him respond positively? 8. Keep him guessing, but stay genuine. Are you always predictable? What if maintaining an element of surprise keeps the spark alive? Consider this: when you're too available or routine, it can become monotonous. But what if you introduced a little mystery into your interactions? Think about letting him wonder what you're up to, but in an authentic way. You could explore new hobbies, spend time with friends, or take up a new project. How does this unpredictability create excitement in your relationship? Have you noticed how intrigue can be a powerful motivator? When he sees you living a fulfilling life, he might start to question his own choices. What if you became a woman who was comfortable in her own skin, making him realize that your life is rich and vibrant, with or without him? By keeping him guessing in a way that feels genuine, you can maintain an exciting dynamic. How might you balance being available while still allowing some mystery to flourish? Are you ready to embrace this strategy and make your life even more interesting? 9. Control the narrative with your actions. What narrative are you creating in his mind through your actions? Sometimes, the best way to regain a man's attention is through subtle yet powerful actions. Imagine shifting the focus back to you by prioritizing self-care and pursuing your passions. How does that impact how he views you? When he sees you thriving without needing his validation, it challenges his perception of the relationship. What if he starts to realize that you're perfectly capable of being happy and fulfilled on your own? This can shift the power dynamic in your favor. Consider how you can showcase your happiness through everyday actions, whether it's pursuing a new hobby, spending time with friends, or simply enjoying your own company. These choices tell a story. What message are you sending him about your self-sufficiency and joy? Have you thought about how your happiness can be a powerful attractor? When he sees you living your best life, it highlights what he's missing out on. Are you ready to take control of your narrative and let your actions speak louder than words? 10. Show him ignoring you is his loss. Ultimately, how can you build a life so fulfilling that he realizes what he's missing? It's not about flaunting your happiness to make him jealous. It's about genuinely cultivating a life that you love. Imagine living joyfully, surrounded by positivity and people who value you. When he sees you thriving, it highlights what he's missing by ignoring you. What if this realization motivates him to re-engage? The best revenge is success and happiness. Have you thought about how your self-worth and joy can impact your relationship? By living fully and confidently, you communicate that his absence doesn't define your worth. What does true fulfillment look like for you? And how can you embrace it every day? Are you ready to show him that ignoring you is his loss? By creating a vibrant, fulfilling life, you not only enhance your own happiness but also become a magnet for positive relationships. How can you take the first steps toward this fulfilling life today?